Using the fresh Wi-Fi, I fired off a text to that friend up north and dialed my wife. Obviously not with this phone, though. I used FaceTime like any proper gentleman would. Turns out she made the drive back to our neighborhood with 5 minutes to spare and had a fantastic meeting. The job was offered and she accepted. After more than a decade at the same company, she was stepping out in obedience towards unknown lands and shaking terrain. Could I? We cheered and stoked our excitement. We imagined new territories and remembered old dreams. I was overwhelmed with competing feelings of giddiness, pride, and joy, solely focused on celebrating her in her moment of achievement. And that genuine celebration for another was exactly what felt so abnormal.
Now, evil Cooper and his troopers are up to misbehaving. They kidnapped the princess, mushroom land, saving, abusing and confusing. Everybody discovers they can't help but be hooked on the brothers.
You see, comparison has been a little goblin riding on my shoulder since I was tall enough to look over the fence and see if the grass was greener. I was so grateful for this bowl of cereal till you walked in with a bigger one and ruined my day. Oh, you found the Ken Griffey Jr. baseball card in your pack? The one with the holographic foil? I hope someone steals your bike. When I was young, I had a friend. Had is the key word. My sister and I were hanging at the mall, reading comics and Walden books, or playing the demo game on display at KB Toys, when we spotted this friend of mine. He was there with his dad, using all the allowance money he had been saving up to buy a brand new Super Nintendo with Super Mario World, the one with Yoshi. This was a friend I truly enjoyed playing with, and I ejected that relationship without a second thought. Figure 65, emergency goggles. When I put on the eyes of an orphan, I see everything through the lens of scarcity. When I put on the eyes of a son, I see everything through the lens of service. Now, reaching for the right pair of shades is easier said than done. Comparison walks into a room and looks for what I can get, looks for what I don't have yet, looks for what I don't have as much as. Italian plumbers from the Big Apple got nothing on the jealousies, envies, and desires that came as I leveled up. I want his girlfriend to be my girlfriend. Why does she get the sexy project? How come they're able to buy a house? So many human connections snipped, tossed, or ignored because of old green eyes. But when I look into his eyes and see my reflection as the one he loves, then there isn't anything left to compare. That is enough. I am enough. If I am the son with access to the whole household, then no matter how much I give away, there will be enough for me. In the recent years, I've littered our course with paper cups of anger and bandage wrappers from freshly treated jealousy blisters. Hanging up your boots can take a lifetime when you triple knot your laces. On one shoe, I'm tugging at my longing to live the same experience she's having. I too want my lungs to burn, to whip past blurry spectators with purpose and drive. In the next moment, I'm digging my nails into a tangle of strings, shaped like the fear that she will get so far ahead I can never catch up. Forever sideline guy, handing out granola bars and yelling encouragement. Tightening her spikes for this next race, an apprehension pinched at my heart, that I'd soured the celebration again with my traditional petty envies. But something foreign and unnatural came over me on that call. The most radical of pure cheers erupted from my heart when she told me the news that she'd given her yes. It was shocking in its sincerity, like the surprise weightlessness leaning into a gale force wind that won't let you fall over. Grace. I still slam into the ground more often than I'd like, but that taste of a healed life, of a healthy soul, is the training boost I need.